Mustang to everyone, thinking the exact same thought as the god in the sky. So, any of us know how to dock a ship?
No. No.
Not really.
I'm gonna assume the little one does not know how to dock a ship. So, what if one of us took our lapper and went up ahead and see if anyone would be willing to help us get this thing into port?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
I knew you'd think so, Rictus.
It'd be better than taking one of the dragonelles out there. They might get a little worried seeing one of them flying towards them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have a repeat of what just happened. And he's gonna kind of look around the burnt, broken ship and kind of glance to the spot where Maeve died.
So who wants
I
to
can
fly
go
out
if
there?
nobody else wants to.
Are you fancying yourself a diplomat?
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know what that is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah.
I wish I could say I didn't, but you can go do it. It's character building.
Okay.
Character building.
I mean, you're pretty much just asking whoever you can find for help to see if they can help bring the ship in.
Yeah, I was just gonna go find somebody that looked smarter than me.
It's a good start.
Just out of curiosity, the dead bodies on the deck, did they look smarter to you?
Which, by the way, now that she mentions it, most of you didn't really give much mind or time to it, but there are really fucked up looking bone trees coming out of each of the chests of all of the dead bodies on the ship. And like twisted spinal columns, skulls cracked open, and kind of these horrific displays. And since you guys really didn't mention you did anything with the bodies, there's still majority just lying around the deck.
Maybe we ought to throw this
lovely
overboard.
display.
So I kind of meant before whatever happened to them, Did you think they looked smart, before all this?
I don't know. I didn't think they.
Well, how are you going to gauge if someone's smarter than you?
I was to see what they're doing. If they're around other ships or something.
I love you. You're just so precious. And she just kind of leans forward and gives him another kiss on the forehead. All right, pop off.
Okay.
If y'all don't mind, maybe we should clean up our mess before we bring any guests on board.
Oh wait, Mammoth.
Yeah.
And she will hand you the talisman.
Oh. Thanks. And DM question: Are we still like 8 hours out, or are we like?
Yeah, no,
kinda...
like this conversation is happening like as the journey is going on. So like, she says pop off, and it sounds like you're ushering it out, but there's still a number of hours.
Okay.
Getting close to the island. This is just to give you an opportunity to plan what you'd like to do and have any RP that you'd like to have along the way.
Is anyone going to stop Mustang from throwing the bodies overboard?
No.
No.
Okay.
Too bad Reese isn't here to ask for spare parts. Maybe he'll leave one for Reese to take apart.
Key note: most of the goblins very easy. They're pretty light. They're small creatures. You just woof, woof over the edge. Each time, though, it is terrifying to look at because you don't know where to grab. Because when you grab the flesh of like a shoulder, it just squeezes in like it's squishy since it has no, bones in it. And when you grab the bones, the flesh just kind of like falls you around, almost like the bottom of a mop, as you drag it across the floor.
Ew.
The hobgoblins' bodies, actually does take effort to get out. As you kind of pull the first time, and it does not move, and you kind of look at the deck and look at the bodies, and you can see there is bone weaved into the deck of the ship from where the female hobgoblin died. If you'd like to attempt to remove it, make me a strength check, very low, DC 10, to try and pull it out. But it looks like whatever happened there was something just terrifying, but also just supernatural. Like, there's no way this is normal at all in the first place, but this is extra, like, what the fuck? Also, you notice all of them have heads except for the female hobgoblin.
Yeah, feeling the anger and resentment radiating off of these bones, he might go and recruit someone for help getting this one out of the ship. Got any volunteers, or have to
You don't
force
have
one of
any
you?
strong ones left over.
Nope.
I mean, I can try to help, but
So that's all I needed.
okay.
A good honest try.
With two of you, you can either make individual strength checks or you can give Mustang advantage.
I'll give Mustang advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Oh, athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 15 on the first one.
15? Okay.
And then on the
No.
second one, an 18.
18. No issue. It does take about a minute or so, but eventually, without damaging the wood too much, you manage to rip the spinal column out of the wood, and you can see there is an imprint of where the bones had made kind of their own roots within the planks. And as you pull it out, you can see there's now, it just looks like almost like uprooted dirt. How it has the imprints of the root left within them. It kind of has like the tracing and patterns of them. That's now imprinted on the ship's deck as you throw the body overboard. You got a cool little battle scar almost on the ship. Is anyone doing anything else? I do want to wait for Reese for this part because I don't know if she's actually shown or mentioned it to anyone else. I think Rictus saw it because I think you helped her look and try and pick the lock. But the captain's quarters, I'm curious of how you would like to manage that, of whether or not you relock the door and hide the closet built into the wall, or if you leave it open.
Rictus would have just left it open. He wouldn't have even thought, since we got everything out of it pretty much, he would have even thought to lock it back, to put it
Also,
back.
just with the people here, because I know Reese hadn't properly claimed a lot of the items or given them out, except for the robe of eyes, and I know Mammoth took the broom of flying. Any known magical items listed in the magic items channel that anyone else has laid claim to, so I know who has what. Because I think there's still an amulet of health, cloak of the hellhound, dancing rapier, and all of the scrolls that haven't been dished out yet. And Wand of Secrets.
The amulet of health would be helpful for anyone that needs concentration on spells.
Yeah, give some good constitution.
Yeah, and it'll up your health some more, a bit.
I think most people would benefit from that. If anyone doesn't know yet or anything.
Hey, if no one wants that amulet of health, I'll take it.
You
It
probably
does
have more
require
concentration.
attunement. Just keep that in mind.
It requires what?
Attunement.
Oh.
So
I'll
an
do that
hour.
son of a bitch. I love a good amulet of health.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine with me.
If or when anyone does claim any of the other items or would like to, just pop a message either in general or the magic items chat saying if you'd like one of the others.
How about all
if
that
you-
money?
Well, the money I assume is going to be divvied up between the remaining 5 of you.
5.
I can do math. Wait, yeah, no, 5. Maya's dead. Am I miscounting someone?
No.
It's just
Okay.
sad.
I forgot to count myself, actually.
Yeah, okay. I was like, wait a minute here. I'm already having a schizo episode, Kaylee. God damn it.
Man.
So many things were questioned in the beginning of the session. Now this is just fucking with the DM. Yeah, no. The remaining 5 of you can split up the total. Let me just do the total calculation for you guys in case you haven't done it for yourselves already. Because there's you got a lot. Considering you also, stole the money from Madame Celeste's chest. There is. Should have done this last time, but last time, we were bugging out. There's a variety of different types of money, but if you just like to boil it down to gold, for the ease of everything, that can absolutely be done.
I think that would be easiest.
Yeah.
So in that case, that it is 7. So hi, Reese.
Not Reese.
Hey guys.
Oh,
Plus 51. Okay. Wow, that's a very clean total. So everyone, that put 2,000 GPT total divided by 5, which means everyone gets a clean 472 gold pieces.
Wow.
Even number make me very happy.
It's happy.
It's the most
Uh,
gold I've ever had in a campaign.
Right?
I mean, and plus this is on top of all of the previous gold that you've gotten and from your first mission as well. So there might be some of you who haven't purchased items that are getting around like I think the 700, 800 gold range. Because I don't think Rick just bought anything the first time around, right?
I'm just over 600, but I did buy
Yeah.
a couple potions and stuff before we set out.
Yeah.
And
what
repairing
was you
the...
said 472?
Yeah.
It is 472 per person, yes.
Yeah, I'm at 893.
Yeah,
Is this,
I'm at
You're at
894.
800?
He's kept giving me money.
You kept giving me money. Wait, this isn't on top of anything that you've previously taken, right? From the 481 GP, right? You just had 400 previously?
Yeah, I had 400 and something previously.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'm at 894.
Nice.
And that's with
Yeah, you guys
the
you guys got
dragons
some money.
stealing shit.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
question?
Oh yeah.
I just need to be filled in here. This number that we're doing for the gold, I was looking at the magic items channel and you posted 2,360. That's divided by all of us, or is that
That's divided by
including
5.
the 1,328 that Reese has in her?
That I collected I did all of it together and pulled it all together.
Perfect.
If you don't, okay, I was gonna say, if you wanted to keep that for yourself and not tell anyone, you could. But if you're sharing it with the party, that is the
Reese has
total.
got no necessity for gold. She would share it immediately. It's fine.
I thought you were about to come out here with the most like
The fuck
out
you doing
of
with my
left
gold?
field statement and be like, oh no, that's my shit. None of you know. Because you could. But perfect. That makes it a nice, easy 472 for everyone.
I did just want to refresh that, so thank you.
Yeah, no, of course.
Oh.
And we briefly talked about the Amulet of Health, I believe, was going to Mustang if there was no other objections from either you or anyone else.
No.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
And if you'd like to claim any items, just put it in the magic items chat of like what one you would like to
Reese just
take
would
for
have
yourself.
looked at the Eye of Robes as like a robe full of spare parts and like just like pocketed it immediately.
Yeah, yeah. I think you already talked about that, and everyone
With the girl,
was
with the
okay.
guys, yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
we good there. And it's like also a small comment about the robe of eyes. Even after you identify and learn all about it, it is kind of like the weird, like weirdly perfect item for Reese because it just fits the natural nature of what you do.
Mhm.
It is actually like the eyes that are imprinted on the cape aren't like they don't look like they're fleshy eyes or anything like that.
Mhm.
But the eyeballs look like they are real. Are they real? Who knows? But they have the appearance that they are very real and kind of bulging out of the cape.
Hmm.
So it's not a fashion statement by any means, but it's, functionable and has many perks.
Fascinating.
Cool. So what you missed, we were briefly talking about things that we'd like to do on our way back. We just finished a recap, and there was the point brought up by Mustang of no one knows how to dock a ship, and how Mammoth volunteered to lapper glide ahead to see if he could find anyone to aid them in that.
Can I use the broom instead? I don't know the rules on it.
If you which by the way, also, I do need you to give me a little fun thing for that. The broom upon getting a new owner, the broom of flying, which I can just add to your inventory because it's
I already did.
oh perfect. Yeah, it is a just normal uncommon magical item. Once you are the new owner, you have to set a word or phrase that you can speak in any language of your choosing that you understand in order for it to be commanded to fly and fly to you.
Oh, it flies to me? I didn't know that.
As long as it's within 1 mile of you, yes, the broom comes back to you.
Huh. I'll think
So
on that.
you can have it like flying above your head, and if you say the command word, it will shoot down to you. Still, it's not instant. It has to go at its speed of 50 feet per second, or per 6 seconds, excuse me. But it will shoot down to you eventually.
Cool.
Yeah, just think of something, and I just wanted to write that down in my notes because I like having that little thing for myself.
Okay.
But yeah, you can absolutely use the broom to navigate. The storm that's currently around you, it's not like torrential downpour. But as you were getting closer and closer to Paradise Peak, it is getting, it is waning slightly, and you're kind of leaving the thick of it. So there's no immediate worries for loyalty to Enchanted Room. There's no immediate worries for like getting caught up in the storm or getting shot down by lightning or anything like that. So yeah,
Question.
For sure.
For the remaining 8 hours that we have to travel to Paradise Peak, can Mustang lock himself away and attune to this amulet?
Absolutely, it only takes an hour to do so.
Excellent.
Yep. And upon attuning to it, it is strange because there's kind of this weird sensation that rocks through your body that you immediately feel like the kind of coal and smoky exterior gets a little bit denser, a little bit thicker, and the like the overall just kind of fortitude of your overall being just feels stronger. Oof. And the strength coming from the amulet. This is not like any item that you've kind of used before, except for your pistol. Most magic items that you've gotten previously are kind of lesser, just kind of standard run-of-the-mill kind of items. This is, you immediately feel like you've kind of gotten a great advantage with this, as you get an additional 10 hit points from this, which is awesome. So Mustang's HP goes up from 38 to 48.
Nice.
Someone's got to be the tank.
Hell yeah. Cool. Anyone doing anything else or anything else that you'd like to do on your way Paradise Peak for the remaining 7 hours?
Rickus would just be making sure we're staying on course.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you have Mammoth on the ship, you have
Yeah.
you have literally little to no chance of finding yourself in a different direction. Cool. All right. If nothing else, the ship does find its way closer to Paradise Peak shores. When you're roughly about 2 hours away from it, going on like the 1 hour 30, 1 hour 45 minute approach, you can now see the island come into view and getting larger and larger as you begin to approach. And you can see there's not a whole lot of ships coming into port. Actually looks like the port itself isn't too busy. And if you would like, Mammoth, when would you like to head out to try and go find someone to help bring the ship in? Because you guys know how to anchor the ship, as Reese and Mustang's intelligence checks previously allowed you to do so and stopped you from, drifting away in the middle of the night while everyone fell asleep. So you know how you can stop the ship. You just don't know how to precisely maneuver it in the condition that it's in. So you could for sure get close, anchor it, and then send out Mammoth, or you could just go out ahead of time while you're a little ways away to go get help. Up to you.
I was thinking like kind of when it's visible on the coast, start flying over there.
Okay. I assume visible by like
Yeah,
closer visible, because it's visible from like about 2 hours away. It's a big island, but we'll say around like the 30-20 minute mark, as Mammoth puts the broom between his legs. Do you just try and fly straight up, or do you just run and jump off the ship? How does Mammoth use the broom for the first time?
He'll kind of do a little half jump and see what happens, and then I guess trial and error until he gets it somewhat down.
You half jump. Nothing happens.
I'll do a full jump.
A full jump straight up in the air.
Uh-huh.
Lands back on the deck.
He'll just kind of shrug, and then take a running jump, a leap of faith off the ship.
Okay.
And whisper and shout, "Work!"
Work. So, poof, poof, poof. Whoa! You leap off the deck. Go ahead and just give me an athletics or acrobatics check, just to see how many feet you get away from the ship.
Hi.
7 feet.
7. So you leap, and then you all watch as Mammoth sails off the starboard side of the ship, and just goes about 4 feet away from the deck. Like, he almost hits the grappling cannon that's like still out. No one said they took it back in from the cannon port. It's still like fully out and operable, and you just vroom, it's like just barely graze right by it without directly hitting it. You're sailing down towards the waves. You can feel the ocean spray shooting up to meet you before you just shout out, "Work!" And you immediately feel the broom lift off with this kind of speed and force that you weren't expecting, and you begin sailing just a few inches above the sea line before the waves begin to crest over to you, before eventually taking up a little bit higher, meeting the 20-foot deck line, and slowly making your way towards the shore.
Alright.
And as you do, this is completely unlike using a lapper. There is no height or kind of restraints that you can or can't do. Like you kind of experiment, and you can see you can go diagonal, you can go up and down at your own will, and as you crest above like the 50-60 feet line, there's no force that is tugging you back or preventing you from going higher, as you have complete aerial freedom as long as you're on this broom.
Nice.
There is an electric air vehicle, and we still need gas. Yeah. Well, that's one good thing.
Y'all should the ones on Spectrum.
Goddamn Spectrum ruin our environment. I went eco-free last year. Yeah, no. You begin heading out. As you approach port, are you looking for a ship, or are you looking to land at the docks and try and talk to someone?
The docks.
Okay. You, after a few minutes of travel, because 50 feet per round is pretty fast, you are moving at a pretty incredible pace and dashing, and you go even faster. You land after about 10 minutes of flight, before you kind of stumble onto the dock, and the broom just kind of remains hovering, so you kind of have to like, just like your first time climbing off of a bike, you have to put one foot down, hold on to the broom, put the other foot down, and then just kind of drop a little bit, and onto the dock. And you can see it's not a busy dock at the moment. Like there's not a huge amount of dock workers or people loading up ships. You can see there is about like 100 feet-ish away. There is what looks like to be some sort of crew that is putting on cargo to a pretty sizable vessel. A little bit larger than yours, but not by much. And you can see around you in the nearby area, there's a few just civilians that some are fishing, some are just kind of gazing over the ocean, taking this like nice morning rays. And they all slowly turn and look at you as you just arrive on a magic broom onto the docks. And you see there's a man that begins to approach you holding a clipboard. It looks kind of familiar. And as they approach, they go, excuse me, sir. Sir, do you have some place to park your broom, or are you carrying it with you?
I guess I'll just carry it.
Oh, okay, that is fine. What is your business in the Paradise Peak?
I was hoping somebody here could help my friends and I land a ship here, preferably.
Land the ship?
Yeah, like bring it back.
What do you mean by land the ship?
Like, bring it back safely.
Bring it back safely. And the person I talked to is the same gnomish individual that you first met when you arrived on the island.
Oh.
And you can see he kind of like begins to stare at you a little bit more and a little bit more. And he goes, "Oh, wait a minute. You are the And he begins going for the clipboard. Mammoth, correct? Small
That's
child
me.
that accompanied by adventurers.
Yeah, I guess that was what happened.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow at you. Right. Are you traveling alone, or what is your situation?
Well, I've got some friends back on this boat. It's like a big boat, and we don't know how to work it, and so I was gonna come see if we could get somebody to help us.
You. Let me get these straight. You have a boat, a ship,
Hmm.
and you don't know how to sail it, but it's in your possession. It is under your group, the six.
Yes.
And he just again does like an 1,000-yard stare, looking like he's trying to figure out whether you're joking or not. And after a few moments, she goes, "Right, okay. Let me see if there are any available captains or sailors that aren't currently setting out on their own voyages that could help with this. Um, I just say now, I can't say that there will be someone who will do it for free. There might be some sort of a cost for this, as they are navigating a ship in which you could not. But I can ask around. Do you mind if it is if someone offers a price, or just looking for a good Samaritan,
No,
which I cannot guarantee.
that's fine. I just found a bunch of money, so
You found a bunch of money.
I found it. Yeah.
I will not inquire any further. Very well.
From the boat.
I want you, Ryan, to go ahead and just roll me a straight d20. You're gonna go ahead and roll an investigation check for this gnome. Was okay.
Wait, no, I don't know.
Natural 20?
What?
Okay. All right. Give me one moment.
Okay.
give me one moment, real quick. Ba, 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 ba. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Please. Perfect. Okay. You watch as he scutters off onto the dock, and you can see him like running up to a bunch of different people, having all these like quick conversations. You see his hands moving a bunch. He's trying to explain, points to you, points off in the distance at the sealed deal, which now you can see is getting closer and closer by the minute as it's beginning to approach the docks. And he swings out of your eyesight for a second before he comes back around the corner. With what you can see is this kind of dark-skinned individual, flowing white hair, kind of dark purplish grayish eyes, and kind of wearing this like black coat, black sweater, and this little black amulet. All looks like it's in like some sort of one very selected outfit that they have picked out. And you see she kind of is tilting her head quizzically while the gnome is kind of pulling her cloak, like the little cuff of her cloak, pulling her towards the dock, where he points at you and mutters a few words as she begins waltzing over towards you. And as she approaches, she goes, "I'm sorry, are you Mammoth?"
I'm Mammoth, yeah.
Pleasure. And she holds out a hand as a offer towards you, and goes, "My name is Cyrus Amaril. I heard you're needing to dock a ship that you don't know how to sail, but is in your possession?
Yeah.
How did you get into this predicament?"
It attacked us, and so we took it.
"You stole a pirate ship
Yeah.
after it attacked
like
your
that.
party."
What?
Oh, quite interesting. All right. So you don't have any proper paperwork or any sort of previously requested docking at this island.
but as you are, as I've been told, vassals, there's always, and she kind of does a little like weighted scale maneuver with her hands. There's always a little give and take, especially since sponsors don't really want any impeding obstacles within their vessel's way. So I think I'll be able to help you escort your ship and crew, or should I say, 6 party members back to shore. Does that sound all right?
He'll kind of sit there wondering whether to correct her on the number or not. And then just say, "Yeah, that's fine."
Wonderful. Do you have a way back to the ship besides your broom, or is the plan for us to just share a broom?
No, I have a lapper as well.
Oh,
I can
wonderful.
just send you over there if you would like.
And without saying another thing or waiting for approval, she walks up and sits on like the side of the broom, doing very much like how you see like a lot of like witches in the 90s, like not actually like having the broom between their legs and holding on to it, but just kind of sitting on the side and letting her hands fall and gripping the broom as she looks down towards you. Well, away we go.
Yeah, I don't really know how to get it to work.
Side saddle bitches, exactly.
Oh, is this your first time using one?
Yeah. Oh, work is the magic word, by the way.
Yeah, and
Okay.
as you say work, I really don't know how to make it work. It begins levitating back in the air before, like, kind of not immediately flying off in a direction, but like hovers up to like 6 feet off the dock.
Uh,
Oh, well, it seems work is exactly what you needed to do.
all right. How do I get it to go that way? And he'll just kind of point in the direction of the ship.
You point in the direction of the ship, and the broom begins moving in the direction of the ship. Going
God,
50
it's
feet,
cool.
soaring out towards it. And she looks unfazed. She just smiles and waves at you as she begins to get sent off into the distance. And then you
Wave
quickly pull out the lapper, put your hands through the gloves, and stretch out the wings as you jump off the deck and begin flying after her a little bit slower. But eventually, the rest of you watch as this dark elf is floated towards your ship and above the deck of the ship before eventually floated down. You see she smiles at you with a kind of like big, not toothy grin, but you can see her teeth do have like very prominent incisors that kind of reach out. Point where you're like, ooh, vampire. But like that looks like it's more like canine, like actual bestial teeth than human teeth. And she gives you a nice gentle smile before going, I assume you are all the 6.
The 5, more like it, but yes.
Looks around, kind of raises an eyebrow, looks around the deck and goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Confusing name or recent tragedy? Understood. My condolences. I am Captain Zyrus Amarin. I will be helping guide you back to shore. And she looks like kind of just very slowly walks around the deck of the ship, kind of just clearly looking with like a keen eye, assessing the damages, just kind of taking in the overall state of the ship. Before she kind of like stops and stares at the large kind of rooted pattern left behind by the hobgoblin. Gives a quizzical eyebrow towards some of you before making her way to the helm and shouting out some basic enough orders that you can follow and understand, and helps bring you into shore. Also, this is
what she looks like in game visuals. You can see after only a few minutes, the ship was pretty close with all the conversation, with all of the the searching for candidates for who's actually willing to bring your ship in, whether it costs anyone or trying to find someone to do it for free. The ship got pretty damn close to port, and luckily you got her in on time as she motions for all of you to raise the sails, all except one, which is just barely out of its furled state, just enough to catch the wind and move the ship forward. And as you get close to dock, the last mast is fully furled up, and you are just drifting by the means of these slow waves lapping against the shore. And the anchor is eventually put down, and the ship is successfully docked in one of the larger ports that looks like it's for more trading vessels. The next ship next to you is a galleon, which is one of the biggest ships up until a dweller. And you see that's being loaded up with a bunch of cargo, and you see a few of the workers kind of stop and just stare at both you all and the ship, as there is not enough crew to be manning the ship functionally and properly. In general, the ship looks fucked up. All of you look fucked up. And of course, there is the still kind of like burn marks along the deck from where the fireballs and fire breaths were laid out over the course of the battle. It just looks like a hot mess. And as it docks in, you can see Captain Amaral looks around all of you and goes, wonderful, wonderful to be of aid and of service. If I might ask, where and when did you get attacked by these individuals?
It was on the ocean, you see.
Well, I would be more concerned if you got attacked in the air by these ship-ridden pirates. How long ago, if you don't mind me asking?
In game, DM, it's been about 2 days?
It's been a little more than a day.
A little more than a day. Okay.
Not long at all.
Okay. About a day, ma'am.
A day, wonderful. And do any of you know of this ship? The importance of the seal deal?
Do you?
Rictus shakes his head.
Well, that I do. This ship used to belong to a trading company not too long ago, before it was stolen and weaponized in the port of Orabunda by a group of pretty formidable pirates, one under the name of Captain Zorbach. And she looks at all of the blood on the deck, kind of stained, because you didn't immediately take the bodies off. You gave it time to stain the deck enough that the rain didn't wash it off properly.
Yeah, Kipley points her gaze towards the biggest stain.
One of which I assume you dispatched. For that, you have both me and all of the coastal common guards. Thanks. A proper introduction, and she gives a slight bow. I am the dockmaster of Paradise Peak. I am in charge of all ships going in and out, and I am also in charge of the security of those ships going in and out. And let me tell you, this ship has caused months of small complications, thievery, and even battle, which appears that they were not all quite caught up to you. I give, on behalf of the island and my personal interest, thanks for that. Now,
Just
I do have to have an awkward request that we investigate the cargo within to see if we can find any of its original owner's belongings. But if you do not have any qualms with that, we can have that done in a few minutes. Before we let you off to any of your business, because I assume you have much to do on the island.
actually, we have some pretty important fucking things to do. One of which,
Yes.
you're not wrong. We did lose one of our own, and I don't really know how we're going to get her back to her family. However, since seeing...
What house is she from, dear?
I don't really want that spread around just yet. It's kind of...
Where is the body of Maeve?
It's in the captain's quarters.
Did no one move it out of the captain's quarters?
No, I think they just
No.
put it in there.
Okay. So she can't currently see it at the moment. All right. I understand. I assume. And she kind of looks around and does a quick head count. I think I might have a guess at who you're referring to. But
which means you understand the importance of how this information is distributed. Yes?
I assume you're more worried about actually informing the family and what the family will, how they receive the news more than anything else, correct? More than actually the transportation of the body.
Kippley, gets a little bit of a... She covers it up quite quickly, but she looks a little disgusted for just, the briefest of moments before she just kind of gives a little nod. Yeah, sure. Look,
She kind of raises an eyebrow.
Is there any chance, instead of just, the thanks of everyone here for, us stopping this, maybe we could have this boat and everyone, your people could fix it up and we could just have it?
Well, I was going to get to that in a few seconds, actually. There was a bounty on both Captain Zorbak, and you see she begins to pull out a small notebook and begin to flip through it. Captain Zorbak had a bounty of 1,500 gold pieces on his head. And his quartermaster, Captain Vulcan, also had a ship of her own previously that had sunk, and then went to join his crew. Her bounty was 500 gold pieces before she, left to do all of the misdeeds that were performed on the seal deal. I was going to offer you, if you'd like, to take that payment that can be had, or we can do just as you said, as your small friend alerted me to the fact that none of you can actually sail, but you are in possession of this ship, and it sounds like you'd like to keep it. So, if you're going to do so, I would suggest you put that money towards repairs, getting a proper deed for the ship with the city, and perhaps hiring some crew, so you are not manning it by yourselves, which I am very impressed you managed to do up until this point, let that be known. Most people who are in your position would have just abandoned the ship, or sank it, since they had no actual seafarer's knowledge, but this is in very impressive condition despite the battle that I imagined performed on the deck.
Yeah, well, we're not in the habit of abandoning things.
And that you aren't. All of the ship's repairs is going to cost about 1,500 gold. and the deed with the city is going to take roughly 250, which leaves you 250 gold to split up amongst yourselves, if that is to your liking.
Can we think about it?
Absolutely, take your time. Do you mind though if I do go below decks to look at the cargo? So there's a number of companies who would love to reclaim their goods. That I cannot say that they would pay you to do so, as it is technically their rightful property, and I'd like to get a head count of exactly who or what they might have encountered on their journeys.
Do you have any way to like send messages or anything?
Yes, I do have the spell sending. I am a
Should
caster.
be able, if we described someone, to send a message so we can. We need to send a
Regarding-
message to her mother.
Oh, right.
Kipley, I
Yes.
have sending.
Oh,
I could send the message.
I was going to say, if one of you have met the person previously and described them, that can easily be done. If not, if you have the spell and you already have met and know of the person, that would be easier.
all right.
Yeah, I
well,
would hate to send such a grisly message to the wrong individual. That would ruin the
However,
day, surely.
if you would if you'd like to give me the message, I could use my spell slot instead of you as another small token of thanks. But if it's not important either way, I'm perfectly fine with you handling your own affairs.
I think it's very fucking important, and I think
Well,
we'll
as
handle
long
it.
as you feel you can send it to the right person. Oh,
I understand these the nature of these things. I was part of a group not so different to your own a number of years ago, and I know how delicately you need to deliver these statements. I will be below decks, perusing. Take your time with anything that you need. You see, she begins to head to go downstairs, search the cargo hold.
I think we should send it. As soon as she leaves.
Yeah. Before you decide anything like that, Reese, I have a question for you specifically. Because Rictus already mentioned this about the compartment in the captain's quarters. Did you reclose it after you were done with the chest?
Close the chest or close the closet?
Close the closet.
We closed the closet, yes.
Okay. Sort of said you fine leaving it open, but there's a key detail that I need of.
I thought I remember us talking specifically about closing it after.
I
So
do
well hidden.
remember that now.
I completely
Yeah.
forgot.
Okay.
So that's why I asked now.
I did too. I forgot.
Did you also leave anything in the chest, or did you take the contents and put it in your vassalship token?
Everything went in the vassalship token.
Okay.
And I had put the sword back in its original case and put that in my vassalship token as well.
The dancing rapier, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Just a small note. Continue, Kipling. My apologies.
Oh no, she just, as soon as the dockmaster would have left, she would have turned to Mustang and just been like, I think you should come from us.
yes, I can see the wisdom in that. Is there something specific you'd want to say? You seem like you've got some pretty big feelings.
You don't have big feelings about this.
Oh, just saying that you have big feelings isn't saying that I don't.
No, we just need her mother to come. Just.
Do we know? Maybe we ought to ask her what dock this is specifically. I imagine there's a handful around the island, so we don't send Miss Damballa on a wild goose chase.
Kipley leans into the doorway that heads out. What dock are we in?
And you hear like a solid 60 feet away underneath the ship. Southern Dock,
They
South Side Dock, also known as South Side Dock. Excuse me.
said the south side. She said the south side dock.
All right. I think that's all we need to know. I'll send her a message and I'll tell her that it's urgent. Do you want me to preview anything that's going on, or just let her find out when she gets here?
Tell her to bring a cart.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
All right, then just tell her not to come alone.
I will do that. And okay, so 25 words. Let me plan this out. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to know exactly what you say because this is very important.
While that's happening, Kipley would head back into the captain's quarters. She's gonna just try and look, I don't know, for like something little personal on Maeve, like if she can even find anything.
What kind? Like a token of hers?
Yeah.
Because there's, unfortunately for you, Maeve got robbed before this journey. So the only thing that she had was her vassalship token, and the gold inside, and her armor and gauntlets, which is currently affixed to her body.
All right. No one get weird on me, but does she have hair?
I was literally about to say the only thing that you could potentially take from her is her hair. We both went there in this.
All right, she's gonna just kind of.
It's gonna be pretty hard to get to, because you have to lift up the visor. You have to lift up the visor because it's a full suit of armor. It's a helmet on top of it, and the helmet it's not like one that easily comes on and off. When she is in her battle form, all of her armor fuses together. So you have to like rip open the visor and kind of reach in on top, like grab the top of her head and pull just to get the hair forward enough so you can cut a piece off. But you can do so if you'd like.
Can Mammoth have the helmet at some point?
It's like fused.
Yeah, keynote fused together.
Can it be unfused?
It's magic. And
you have
it's
to
melted
spell.
by Maeve's draconic magic, so
and she's not like
unless
wearing
you're willing
any
to
kind
throw
of
away mithril armor that Maeve spent, days crafting. Yeah, you could do that. Would she be happy if she gets resurrected?
I don't need
No. You'd probably be in the grave then after her.
All right.
You can do it.
What about like so I'm always drawn to her token. Does she have like is it just the armor, or is there like this flowing cloth thing over it? Like her banner or family crest or any kind of...
Do you have a crest on or do you have any type of cloth or clothing on your armor besides this?
The cloth is there. Any other symbols are, however, embedded into the armor. But the cloth is there, and the little pins that hold it do have, like, her family crest.
So, there is some cloth additions to the armor if you'd like to take a piece of.
No. I know, all that. I'm sorry, guys.
No worries.
She didn't find anything she was looking for. She just frustratingly picks up what first thing she can find in the fucking captain, just chucks it.
There's a... I was gonna say, there's an inkwell. You take the feather and it goes a few inches.
That was not as satisfying as I thought it would be.
And there's still the ink well that it was in if you want to throw that too.
Oh yeah, she kicks the shit out of it.
You drop kick an inkwell, and ink sprays across the perfect golden floors of the seal deal.
That's better.
You hear from the other side of the ship, "Is everything all right?
Yeah, fuck this place.
All right." as, as Captain Emerald just is not going to question what just happened. Just met you guys. Not going to dig too deep.
Yeah, all right. Kippley just kind of drops back, sitting down next to the, like, back against the bed wherever Maeve's laid on, and just kind of sits there and waits for whatever else happens.
Sure. Mustang. What do you send to Maeve's mother?
I'm working on it. I'm using these 25 words very thoughtfully.
Okay. With some haste. No, I'm not forcing you to do it on the spot, but a few more minutes at most, so we're not holding up the entire night here. In the meantime, though,
No.
okay, never mind. Perfect. What is the statement as the sending spell goes through?
Okay. I think I got the number right.
Count along.
This is Mustang, friend of Maeve, member of the Sixth. Please meet us at the Southside Docks urgently on the sealed deal. Bring a loved one.
Being a loved one, jeez.
I don't want her to. She said, "Don't come alone," but like, I'm not going to come with like a
Oh
bourbon.
God. Okay. I am going to ask you, Anish, what is the tone that Mustang sends this in? Is it exactly as you just said it, or are you going to try and hide the fact that, or try and sugarcoat, or try and deceive in any way, shape, or form of the
he's
tone
not.
of this?
He's just going to be kind of. It's a serious tone. He's not gonna sugarcoat it. He knows
You are
that.
putting it as serious tone. Okay.
No, he's gonna be serious about it. It's a serious thing.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, I have to persuade her. All right. +8, please. Oh, nice. A 27. She better be on her way.
27, nice. This is a natural 19?
Yeah.
Good shit. Okay. You do not get a response. However, a few minutes go by. You see Captain Emerald comes up from the cargo hold and gives you a quick briefing. Goes, right. Well, good news and bad news. Good news is I am familiar with two of the companies that are the cargo is contained in the hold beneath. I can get them off the ship and back to their original owners in roughly 20-30 minutes once I get a few available dock workers on hand to do so. So you will not be fined or have any question about how they are in your possession. And I will put my stamp on an official notice saying that you are not the ones who stole these goods, and explain the situation you're in. In terms of repairs, I'm going to need at least a day to get your ship sea ready once again, and to get the deed filed out at the guild hall under the. I assume you're going to put the ship's name under the seal deal, or would you like to rename the ship?
I think we ought to rename it. We don't want a bad reputation to follow us around.
Right. As we are, well, as part of this, I was going to say, if you like to keep the seal deal, I can send out official word that it is no longer under Captain Zorkin's control, or Captain Zarbok's control for that matter. Or if you'd like to rename it, we can also do so when we are repairing your ship.
Can we think about it?
Of course, yes. No, please take your time. Just reach out to me through either sending, or I will be
around the docks, just to make sure no one has any confusion about what's going on here.
Could I ask a favor of you?
Entirely depends on the favor.
I know you were indebted to us, and now maybe we'll be indebted to you in terms of the favors, but is there any way you could perhaps poke around for a willing crew that we could hire?
Well, I certainly can point you in the direction of sailors. I will say this. When it comes to hiring people, you normally want to meet them prior. Just for the sake of, I don't know if any of you have hired crew, I assume not. When you hire crew, you want to make sure you're not just hiring crew. A lot of these people are either experts at their jobs, or just a casual bum who's looking for a nice trip on the road of the open sea and will just lie about what they can or can't do. Or anything in between. So I can point you in the direction of some of the good ones that I personally know. I'll see if they are in town and ready to go on a journey. But she pulls out her little notebook and begins flipping through a few pages again. But there is a tavern nearby where they normally hang around. Let me see. One moment. The Dawn and Cutlass. There is a fine establishment nearby called the Dawn and Cutlass, where most seafarers who are worth their salt hang around until they either find a job or a job finds them.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Sounds like my kind of place.
And
he's going to write it down.
Yeah, I think you would all enjoy it. And in fact, and she takes a small a token. She goes, "This is the seal of the quartermaster of the Southern Docks. Just if you do end up going there and you're looking for quality crew or perhaps a discount on your drinks, just tell them that Zyra sent you and that anything that's if you run a tab or anything like that can be put under my name, as long as you don't go too crazy."
Oh, wow.
Just remember, she goes, "Just remember, I am the one who is helping with the repairs of your ship." Gives kind of a cheeky smile.
I'm sure we'll keep that in mind, and we appreciate your generosity. I'm sure we could all use a drink after what we've been through.
I assume so. Well, if there's anything else you need, just let me know. The Six, it was a pleasure meeting you. She gives a slight nod of her head before walking off to the dock and beginning to signal in people who are rapidly gathering around the ship. You can see there's holes being put in place, boards that are being put onto from the ship onto the docks as kind of holders so that people can start getting to work on repairs. 15 minutes go by before you see there's no seems to be no sign of Maeve's mother for the moment. And as you're kind of like running it through your head, Mustang, you're like, well, the manor is very far away. You are literally the furthest point on the island to it at the moment. The southern docks at the very southern edge. Maeve's estate is towards the center / northern side of the island to begin with. So like, yeah, expect to take some time. Before, those of you with 15 passive perception and above notice that a small black dot in the sky begins rapidly approaching you, and as it gets closer and closer and larger, you can see there is a large sparkling kind of whitish, reddish accented drake flying in your direction, and has a small blurred dot on top of it that as it gets around like 100-ish feet within range, you can see there's a rider on its back. And it kind of slams down into port. Immediately, people just they don't like break out screaming, but you see they immediately stop what they're doing and turn all of their attention towards, the dragon that just landed on the docks. And you can see a female rider slides off the back and begins power walking in your direction. And as she approaches, you can see there in all of her glowing, Ashling Dumbala, with a very concerned look on her face. And a few moments after that, you watch as the dragon's form twists and shrinks rapidly into the form of Kira, Maeve's younger sister, as she too quickly hustles to her mother's side as they walk amongst the docks. Those of you with higher passive perceptions, we'll call this Mammoth Rictus, goddamn. Mammoth Rictus and Mustang. You can see a few of the sailors and dock workers, as they pass by, begin making some symbols as they do. Kind of like small bits of almost like prayer. Some put their palms together and bow. Some just nods their heads as they walk past. And as you very properly surmised, these guys are holy figures in the eyes of the common Paradise Peak citizen.
Wow.
And don't often get shown in public, which is also why a whole lot of the guards and general townsfolk kind of reveled every time they saw Maeve. And as they walk up to your ship, the normal, friendly, and kind of energetic and happy vibes coming from Maeve's mother is now just a woman who is currently trying to analyze every single facial feature, pattern, body language, just trying to read you as intently as possible as she walks up. And she goes, "I got your message. What happened? Is Maeve okay?"
Mustang will look from all of the living members of the party and then back to Lady Dumbala, and he's going to take off his hat and put it over his chest and start walking towards the captain's quarters.
The rest of you, what are you doing?
Alright, Kipley's still in the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those of you who are on deck,
Rictus puts his head down and just kind of waits on them to go through the doors, and then he would follow.
Yeah, same.
Reese
So-
would follow suit with Rictus. Just wait.
She quickly follows Mustang. See, Kira lingers on the deck for a moment. Just kind of a 1,000-yard stare towards the stairs, leading down to the ship, and doesn't take a step forward for like a good 30 seconds before she eventually follows down. And upon arriving within the captain's quarters, in Kipley, you are met with the visage of Ainsling, Dumbala, and Kira as they enter and see Maeve's dead body lying in the bed of the captain's quarters.
Yes.
Arms still crossed, the gauntlets, large gauntlets kind of having their fingers interlocked.
She instantly scrambles up, like to her feet, straightens her shirt, and just the second she sees her mother come in, she just kind of steps to the side and doesn't meet her gaze.
Let's see that Maeve's mother looks at Maeve, looks at you, and very gently paces over towards you, Kipley. And Kipley is only like I forget the exact height. But Kipley is like 5 feet, right?
5'6".
5'6", yeah.
She just hunches over a lot.
Yeah, I know she's a little bit. Maeve's mom, roughly around 5, just barely cresting, like 5'8", 5'9", walks over and just puts her head on top of yours and just kind of strokes the back of your hair and gives you a little kiss on top of the head and goes, "Thank you for staying with my girl." Before leaning down and kneeling at the base of the bed and reaching out her hand to hold Maeve's before realizing the gauntlets prevent her from doing so. You can see a tear begins to run down her face. She then reaches into the armor and puts her hand against Maeve's face before just kind of burying her face against Maeve's armored chest, just openly weeping. You see Kira stands in the doorway and does not actually enter the room. A look of shell shock crosses her face, and it looks more like the lack of processing information more than anything else. There's no tears, there's no breaking down or shaking. She just stands perfectly still, staring at Maeve's corpse. A few minutes go by before Ainsling collects herself, kind of brings out a handkerchief and wipes away her tears, and turns around and gives all of you a warm smile. I am sure all of you are so very tired from your journey. Even though it was a short one, it looks like it was a troublesome one. Why don't we go back and have a meal? Are any of you hungry? And you can see now that kind of warm motherly energy that you're so used to her seeing immediately covers up any pain, sorrow, or grief that she had just previously shown a few moments prior.
I'm not really hungry right now, but thank you.
You're all still welcome at the estate. You'll hold your rooms. I am sure that is the least that Maeve would ask of us. And thank you for bringing my daughter back.
Reese just looks at her feet. She doesn't really make eye contact with her.
And you see she goes and smiles, and she goes and kind of brings in both Kipley and Reese in a hug. And how she does it is she grabs Kipley by the collar and pulls you in. And she puts her arm around Reese, kind of like around like the small of your back, and kind of pushes you into the hug, hugs both of you, kind of lets you guys walk out, pulls in Rictus, hugs him, scoops up Mammoth and hugs him with the other arm, and just kind of begins to pat both Mammoth and Rictus's head. You like my darlings? It's all right, I know. But do not worry, this is not the end. This is in fact just the beginning. Every Dambala has gone through troublesome times, and I am sure this will be just a small step for Maeve.
What?
Besides, I am sure that she will be as good as new tomorrow. And kind of claps her hands together. You can see a little bit of a tear that was forming in Kira's eyes. She kind of immediately wipes off and gets smiling as well. She goes, "Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out fine. We just need to get Grandpa to do his ritual, and we can just raise dead, right? Because it's been less than 10 days. So yeah, we're good. We're good. I mean, that was that was just sad for a second, but we're fine.
Wait. I thought y'all were starkly against undeath.
Oh, well, there's a strong difference. And you see maybe some others speaks up. My dear, there is a difference between resurrection magic and necromancy. My father is starkly against any form of undeath that is void of divine spirit energy and origin. Anything that is seeking to corrupt a person's soul, use a body without a soul, or forcefully bring back a body without consent, that falls under necromancy, and is not a common practice for that matter because of those things. The Dumbalas, or at least my father's lineage, are strongly tied into holy magic, divine origins from his previous days of, well, you know details that he has told. So he has been able to resurrect a few of our family members and close friends in the past, and as long as Maeve's soul is intact and she consents, she will be perfectly fine to resurrect.
Mustang just nods slowly and he's like, right. And he's gonna kind of glance to Reese. Well, is there anything we could do to help you with this ritual?
Oh, yes, no, you will all be required to attend. Raise dead requires those who that she was close to in life pass trials to attempts to bring her back. So whether that is you persuading her to come back, you offering a written letter, threatening her to come back from the grave, or you'll, curse her soul or something like that. Anything, as long as you do so successfully, will aid in her revival. But we will gather all of the family members and friends for tonight, just for the, process of the ritual. She has still died, and so we will still briefly mourn and then celebrate her new return upon the next dawn.
So, you want us to be present tonight? You're planning on doing this ritual tonight, or am I mistaken?
Oh, yes. It will be late at night, early in the morning, but yes, if you could attend, it would make the process easier, as it seems that she has come to appreciate and respect a number of you, despite being recent friends.
Well, you can count me there. I know Maeve would do the same for any of us. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm there.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I won't go dragging you back to the estate right now in case you have any other business in town. Kira and I will deliver her body back home. And I will see you all later for the ritual. And she gives a soft smile and kind of pats each of your cheeks once more. and you see she and Kira kind of put Maeve's arm around each of their shoulders and begin to walk the corpse out, kind of having her drag in between a little bit. And yeah, they bring the body back up on the deck. You feel a brief shake as the draconic form of Kira takes off and begins to carry them back home. It's denial or voodoo. Why can't it be both? They're not mutually exclusive. So, besides processing what just happened, is there anything that you guys would like to do since you're back in town? Anywhere that you'd like to go? Any RP or conversations that you like to have? And then once that's all done, we can skip to the ritual.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Kipley would, after she's not going to process whatever just happened either, she's going to walk over to kind of lean towards Mammoth and be like, hey, psst. Come here. So,
Okay.
she pulls out the rock and hands it back to him. Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Okay. I need you to message Vince and ask him to find someone for us. But I need you to not mention me. Say it's from you. You think you can do that?
I think I can do that.
All right. Oh, you're gonna ask if you can find Pearl, veteran, and we're willing to pay. Go for it.
All right.
Well, you don't think that's a good idea? He's like got all kinds of contacts and stuff, right? I feel like if anyone could find him, it'd probably be him, right?
I think so. But I haven't really given it much thought.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to.
All right. And he'll kind of. Now I gotta do my 3 minutes drafting.
Not a problem.
Once you
Say
have
the
that
limit
ready,
of
let me
25
know.
words and its consequences.
Yeah, I know. I love how every single person, the second that you have to message someone's like, all right, hold on, let me get the MLA format, let me get Google Docs open, type it out. You don't have to use 25 words or less if you're using the. Actually, no, you do because you're using the cards. Never mind.
Yeah.
You said stone. I was like, oh, sending stones don't abide those rules, but it's nope. Those are the cards.
Oh, it's a card? This whole time it's been a card? I thought it was a fucking rock.
So his cards are stone chiseled runes.
Oh.
That are in the shape of a business card.
Oh yeah, no, that's not what I had in mind
Yeah,
whatsoever.
no,
That's
that was
awesome.
That was this cute little dynamic with him, like giving out cards, quote unquote, to people.
That's right.
When it was just stone, chiseled stone. And also why he didn't give out a whole lot of them because they are expensive.
That's
they are
right.
enchanted runes that he's just giving out to people that he finds of interest.
The first time you asked for the stone, I thought you were talking about my little druid rock.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, sure. I'm
You want
very
the
curious about where
the
this
source
is
of my
going.
powers?
No,
Here,
that's
take it.
just-
I'll be useless.
That's Megan's brain. I knew it was cards to start, but somewhere along the way it became a rock, and I don't know why.
It is technically a stone, so you're not wrong. It's just the stone in the shape of a card.
It's a flat stone.
That
It is a
works.
It's like think of it like an iPhone, but it's a flat stone.
I love it.
Cool. So Mammoth begins drafting up an idea of how to ask for Pearl, which it could be a smart idea. Anyone else want to do anything while you're waiting?
Before Rick just got off the boat, he would want to check out They're not cannons. What were they? To shoot out the nets.
Oh yeah, the grappling mechanisms.
Yeah, he would want to look over those, check them out, understand how they work.
Give me a straight intelligence check.
Rectus
Okay.
brain. Get to work.
Just brain.
Nice.
23.
Yeah.
Woo, woo. So here's the good part about this. It's not very complicated. You understand the base mechanism because it's a pretty common mechanism. It's literally a large grappling hook. You can see there is a hook affixed to a metal net. The metal net has weighted ball bearings on the end of each little connection, each little weave between the formation of the net. And it is meant that for when it shoots out, the ball bearings are all in one place, and they would be shot to collapse upon something that comes into contact with, and interlocked through what you can only assume to be some sort of magnetic pull that locks them inside.
Okay.
And then it is literally just a function of a grappling hook. You can just pull it back in by force, or there is a crank that you can crank back in to pull it in.
Okay.
The only part that confuses you for a little bit, that you do understand because you got 23, is how it fires so far and how it has such like impact that immediately throws it off with such force. They can go 200 fucking feet out, even at disadvantage. It takes you a while, but there is a compartment underneath the grappling hook. Looks to be a small metal can, some sort of like little cylinder, and it has a little door in it. And as you open up the door, you can see that there is an empty casing. And you take it out and you kind of sniff it, and it smells like black powder.
Okay.
And you can, after investigating the ship around a little bit, and what you previously saw from the 10 sticks of dynamite that you found, there is a large barrel of black powder located underneath the deck, and inside of it there's also these small little packs, these small little cylinders of what looks like to be parchment wrapped around black powder. And you surmise that you would put it underneath the grappling cannon, light it, close the door, and then aim the cannon at whatever you want to shoot at, and it creates a small explosion that rockets the grappling hook outward. So you imagine it takes a lot of care to maintain these grappling cannons, but they are extremely well built and pretty damn powerful.
Nice.
Give you even a little bit more because you got 23. These are of dwarven make.
Oh, okay.
So the steel that they are made of is very fortuitous against the weather. Whatever Captain Zarbog imagined grappling down with these things were probably of the size of the Dragonelles, if not a little bit bigger. So these look like heavy-duty fucking grappling guns.
Right. Nice.
But you also figure you have a good number of uses before you'd have to restock. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I got it.
All right, hit me with it.
Hi Vince, it's Mammoth. Something happened and I need your help finding Pearl Verldrin. It might be difficult, but we can pay. Thank you. Isn't that what it is?
No.
That's what it says in game visuals.
Does it?
Yes.
If that might be a typo.
No. I didn't think it sounded right, but I'm like, eh.
Oh, that is for sure a typo. Her name is Pearl Veridin.
Oh.
Not Verldin.
Okay, I was like, that I never
that's,
said it out loud, but it's a tough one.
That's on me for typing out too quickly when I
That's
first put it on
hilarious.
there.
I've had it typed as Verldrin this
As
whole
Verldin
time.
this whole time. Oh, no. The L is silent. Okay.
Venting.
You get a response, Whoa. Okay, all right. First off, calm down. What happened? Oh, shit, you can't answer me. Hold on. Where are you?
Is that the whole message?
That is the whole message.
Um,
You have 2 more cards.
I'm just gonna say Maeve died. Help.
That's it.
Kipley's like looking
Oh,
at
no. Oh,
Mammoth oddly, like,
Jesus
fuck.
Christ.
They were at the. Sorry,
Maeve died. Help.
my
Cut off.
mom came in and hella distracted me. And then I'll say we're at the South Dock.
Okay.
What?
You immediately get another response. Okay. All right. Okay. What does it have to do with Pearl?
Maeve is no, Maeve. Fuck. Kipley looks at when you say South Dock, she's like, what are you doing?
Mammoth will just kind of like shrug and mouth back. I don't know.
Did he say Pearl's at the South Dock?
Did I? Is that what I said?
No, all she heard you
No.
say was South
No.
Dock.
No, you said come to the South Dock. You didn't say Pearl was at the South Dock.
Okay. Yeah, that's the message though.
Okay. Do you respond to his other message?
What did he say?
He said, okay. If Maeve is dead, why do you need Pearl?
Oh.
You do have
I
one
don't-
more card that you can respond with. Or you can contact him with. I love that you guys just stole free
Well,
cards from him.
I'll say. I don't really know, but we can't find her.
Okay. You get like a hustled response of, I'm in the area, I'll stop by. I don't know where she is right now, but I can look into it.
Cool.
And a fun fact, the South Docks is pretty close to the same district where Garen's Crossing is. So he's just quick. I literally, like 10 minutes later, hustling and bustling, you see fully suited out Vince in his like red undershirt, black kind of like over vest, not wearing a coat, but just kind of like, you know, nice tapered pants. And he comes hustling down the dock in kind of a quick power walk. And yet again, you can see like people give him a look, and you can see some people immediately look away, like they're trying to avoid eye contact with him, and other people just look at him like, what the fuck is going on here today? And you see Vince approaches the ship and goes, okay, first off, hi. Second off, what the fuck happened? Third off, are you guys okay?
Mostly.
All right, that's good to hear. And he looks quickly past Mammoth Rictus, and you see he immediately stops at Kipley and goes, "You all right? You good? What's the situation?"
No, we're fine. We're fine. We don't.
Bullshit.
It's business. It's business. It's just business. We just need.
No.
We're willing to pay gold for you to.
Hey, stop it. I don't want your fucking gold. Explain to me what happened. You guys left just the other day, didn't you? 2 days ago, a day ago, what happened?
Pirates.
You guys got attacked by pirates. And you see he looks down at the ship and goes, "Oh shit." And quickly walks to the back, sticks his head over and goes, "Oh shit." Walks back over and goes, "Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Is that a good oh shit, or is that
I assume they're
bad?
dead, all of them."
Well, I think so, but I don't know. It seems like people are dead and then they're okay not being dead, and we don't know.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. These guys were a pretty fucking big deal. I caught wind of them a little while ago. The Seal Deal. I know them.
In a
I
good
Huh?
way or bad
Oh
way?
fuck no! These guys were assholes. They stole from me blatantly.
Oh yeah, no, we killed them.
He smiles when you say that. He goes, I can see that. As he points at a massive blood stain in the deck.
Yep.
And he goes, lemons can help with that. But anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I gave him a shipment about 4 months back. I was looking to get a number of valuables of one of my clientele outside of the island before it got detected as they were searching for the cargo, and they offered that they were already going in the same direction, and they said that they had connections to people that I knew of, and yeah, they put a very trustworthy name on the board, and I trusted them, and I never got confirmation that the cargo was delivered, and I never saw them again. So, good riddance. The rest of you are okay though? Nothing happened. All this blood is theirs.
Yep.
Well, and Dave's.
Oh, come on now. You're kicking a dead horse. But I get what you're saying.
You asked.
All right. Well, shit. What are you gonna do? What's the plan? So you need Pearl for something? Like I know she's
She might help.
Yeah.
well, I know she's a cleric and all, but I don't think she can exactly bring people back from the dead.
Okay. Oh, all right. Can I get over here? And she just kind of tugs and pulls Vince to the side. Look, all right. So I just wanted to find Pearl. I feel like we should find her and tell her things. I just wanted to give her a piece of my mind to start with, but then the whole thing with that happened with Maeve. Look, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know, but it just felt like we should be finding her. If anything,
So you can blame her for not being there when she died, I
no,
assume?
you know what? Fuck you. No.
Okay. Oh, whoa. I'm sorry, okay? It was a joke. It was a really bad taste joke, but it was still a joke. I get it. You want to tell her that she died and chew her out for whatever personal beef you have with her. Okay. Well, yeah, he only did that because Mustang just said that joke, so he figured some of you guys were still in a decent mood. All right. Okay. I'll see what I can do. I haven't heard from her in, what, a week? Or more than that, so...
Do you hear from her often?
Well, yeah, of course. We go way back. I knew her before Maeve even knew her.
Really?
Well, yeah. I told you about this before when we had a little meeting.
No, I don't recall that whatsoever.
Well, I said that I knew her prior. I just didn't say what extent,
Oh.
Not that kind of way. He gives you like a immediately like disgusted look. Ew, no. I don't think we swing for the same team anyway, but that's not important. She's part of the same business that I was, so I know her from there. I'll look through those connections and see if anyone has spotted her, if she's staying at any of our old friends' places.
Alright.
Anything else I can do? I mean, do you guys plan on trying to buy a spell to resurrect her or something?
She kind of looks to the rest of the party. I think the Dumbalas is, I don't know. If there's some weird thing we're supposed to do tonight, I don't know what's happening. This is all
I'm
just...
honestly scared that lightning will come out of the sky and kill us all if we talk about it.
There's that
Mustang,
too.
Mustang shouts from like 20 feet away.
Oh, I thought we were close by.
No, Kipley says she pulled him off to the side.
Oh, whoops.
No.
Yeah, I guess he's shouting.
You see Vince just goes, hey. It's... Take one step at a time. Alright? This isn't a permanent thing. There's a whole lot of powerful shit in this world that can turn someone who is but a, beat up corpse to a perfectly fine, walking, talking, unscratched part of themselves in a matter of a few minutes, hour, whatever it might be. Alright? So just... And you see, like, it looks like he's gonna go, like, put an arm behind you for a hug, but stops and just awkwardly places it on your head and just kind of pats your head a little bit. It's like, just take a second to breathe. Just breathe. It's fine.
I don't like it that...
Sorry. You look very in distress, and I don't know how to properly comfort you because I know you're still pissed at me. I don't remember what or why, but you just seem pissed.
Alright, I have gold for you.
I don't want your money, Kipley. Alright, we're friends. I don't want to take your money for this. It's fine. I'll find it. Would you like me to send to... Well, first off, is this a collection? Like, is she gonna come willingly, or am I gonna have to take her?
I don't know what state you're going to find her in.
Well, if she doesn't want to come, do you want me to just tell her what happened?
No. Just, can you let me know?
Okay. Do you want me to try to find her without her knowing, and then you...
Yeah, I can
tell you what
I
she
have
is?
things I want to say to her.
Okay, alright. I'll find something. I'll find something I can do for you.
Thank you.
Just a heads up. It's been a week, so she might not be on the island, but if she is, I will find her.
Alright.
Alright.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Are you okay? Let me rephrase that. Are you gonna be okay?
I don't know. I made bone trees in the middle of the fucking ship, and I don't know why, but yeah, no, I'm good. Are you sure you don't want gold?
And he looks at you and goes, come on. I'm well off enough that I don't need my friend's money. Alright? I'm all set. Especially not in a time where a newly made friend of mine and close friend of yours have just passed.
Alright.
I'll give you a sending if and when I find them. You see, he kind of grabs the edges of his vest and kind of puffs it out a little bit and goes, I'll see you later. Good luck with all of this. And just kind of nods at the rest of you as he kind of begins to briskly walk by. It's like, it's just, as he turns away from Kipley, does anyone have a high passive insight? Nope. Just looking at all these, just nope, 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 nope.
I
Yeah,
think
Maeve,
Maeve
right?
was the
Maeve.
one.
Yeah, Maeve for sure just had all of the highest fucking passives in the goddamn world. Yeah, Maeve's corpse senses something. No, okay. Mammoth, Mammoth, you catch like a few different emotions crossing his face as like you could see he looks concerned, but also like in many different ways. Like concerned is in like when you're concerned for like a close friend who's like going through something hard, but also like genuine concern of just you don't know what for, but he looks perturbed as he walks past the rest. He goes, "Oh yeah, I might see you guys. I might see you guys later. Hey, if any of you want to grab a drink, just let me know. All right, on me."
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Before he walks off the dock, or walks to the dock and then off. Just walks off into the sea. Yahoo!
That's an exit.
Yeah.
An exit.
I'll see you guys later. Sploosh. Anything else that you guys like to do?
No, this is such a weird day. Hey, Risha, do you want these? She holds out her hands up, which has the gloves thievery on it.
Scratches her head a couple times. They only have 5 fingers.
Oh no, we can just poke a hole on the side here, and your one little finger can come out. You don't need that one to unlock things, right?
Also, Kino, Kipley says, "Do you want these?" Holds up her hands, and you see nothing on them.
Well,
The gloves of
fuck.
thievery are invisible once they're on someone's person.
Oh, so I don't even know what the hell she's talking about.
Yeah, you just see she holds up her wrist towards you.
Looks like she's just offering her arms.
Yeah, it literally
What,
looks
like
like she's asking for uppies
Spare parts?
or a hug. Oh god,
What?
this is so fucked up.
What?
Yeah, no, never mind.
No, these. You for like when you're trying to, get into things, you're the one that opened the box and everything. Seeing as you're so good with those tools and stuff, you might benefit from this better than me. I'll just use it to pick people's pockets.
You're volunteering your hands, Kipley? Like you're gonna offer your services?
What? Not. Oh.
It dawns on Kipley at this moment that you've been holding up just
She
your hand.
pulls off one of the gloves. No, one of these. That's.
Oh,
It becomes uninvisible.
you don't want them.
Well, I mean, I like things, but I don't really know how to use the tools that you have.
Do you want to trade something?
Just your love, Frisha.
Could I at least pay you for them?
What?
You could
No,
use it to
fuck
buy
off.
something. You would use it to buy something that is more useful for yourself.
No, we'll find something eventually. I think this would benefit the group as a whole, though. If you had these more.
Okay, well, next time I find something that you like, I'll make sure I steal them for you. And she gives you a little wink.
No, I should pull off both and give those over to Risha.
Okay. You put them on, Reese? Or do you just stow them away?
She'd stow them away. She's gonna have to edit them in order for her hands to go in them.
Or
Or they were just mad.
Just make me a intelligence check.
Sure.
DC 10.
Hold on here. I gotta get my.
15.
gloves of Visery are for sure a magic item, and magic items either grow or change sizes to compensate the new wielder that they're in possession of. It would make total sense in your mind, especially as an artificer, that
Right.
if you put the gloves on, it will grow an additional finger.
So she just like slowly slides her hands into each one, so it gives it time to.
As you put in the first one, you just see a little, like a little poof, almost as if the glove explodes, and then from the exploded twine, it reforms into another finger.
She smiles.
Which just looks weird.
Yeah.
6-fingered gloves.
It's strange.
Yeah.
She smiles at Kipli while it's happening, seeing if she's watching. She probably thinks she's entertained by it.
That's the first time Kipli used her full government name. I'm always watching, Risha.
Thank you, Kipli.
Alright, let's go resurrect Maeve.
Her government name.
Okay. Anything else before we'd like to skip to tonight?
Mustang would actually go find Mammoth while Kipli and Reese are talking.
You go and you look for him, and he's not there. until you look down, and you just look at your feet. And,
My boy.
Father, help! Greatest meme. Love it.
Where is he?
I don't know.
He's just short. You just were looking above, and then he's down. As me. He's there. You can find him easily enough.
He will approach him, and he's gonna look down at him, and then to the ground next to him, and be like, "Mind if I sit?"
Please.
He'll sit down, and so they're about the same height. So, Mammoth, I've been thinking about all this craziness that we've been enduring for the past X amount of weeks. And I was just thinking that, you're so calm and collected, but you're still so young. And there's a lot of world out there. And just seeing how dangerous this can be and how this all can fall apart so easily. And he's going to kind of gesture to everything, the ship, the crew, everybody there. If this all went to shit, would you want to come with me back to my old life?
Probably. What is your old life?
Oh, just finding odd jobs where I can, helping people along the way. Sometimes I build a house here, raise some cattle there. Mostly just settling islands for people looking for a home away from paradise.
I'd like to build houses, maybe.
I think you'd be real good at it.
You think? An old grin, really wide.
I'm certain. I see the makings of a house builder in you already.
Oh, okay.
But I think it would be a good life for you, and I'd like to have a partner like you.
Yeah.
You shake on it, and he's gonna hold out his hand.
And yeah, Mammoth will extend his hand.
All right, partners, and then he'll take his hand and he's gonna shake his hand.
Partners. And then Mammoth is gonna rummage around in his vassal token, find his glamour weave suit, and get a little cowboy-esque get up going.
Yeah. You watch. Also, I have to ask, did Mustang change back to his normal clothes, like his adventuring looking getup when he was going out on sea, or were you wearing the pink, flowery getup the entire time?
I assume at some point he changed.
Okay.
I wasn't wearing the flower getup the whole time, but
So you
whenever
change,
he slept or something.
you change from your normal mundane clothes You watch as a cowboy hat apparates on your head. Kind of, you see like these really kind of like big and chunky looking boots with spurs on the back meet your feet, and you have these really rugged pair of jeans that run up, and you've never worn jeans before, and it is a weird feeling. And as you kind of walk around, just it's a terrifying image, Mustang, to see a smaller, like look-alike version to yourself, at least outfit-wise,
No,
and
I love it.
also kind of adorable.
I want to start like marching around to whoever's closest, and like
Yuck, yuck.
and be like, "Hey, feller, my name's Mammoth."
You see Mustang chuckling in the background. Whoever he approaches.
Oh, this is all right. You know, this is great. Yeah. No, this is
Oh,
a very odd day, and you know what? It's gonna be fucking over sooner than later, I hope.
oh,
The
come on,
fuck
Kipley.
up
He
there.
looks very handsome.
No, he looks wonderful. Could not look better. Just don't know if I can handle any more changes.
My friend died. It's time to become a young cowboy. Yeah. All right. Any other tasks or places that you'd like to go before we head on off to the Dumbalas? God damn it! Now you have me talking in Southern.
It's just infectious.
It is. Going once. Going twice.
Sold.
So, oh, you stole my line. All right, now we have to sit here for the next hour and a half and absolute nothing. I kid.
Megan.
All right. All right. If there's nothing else, you all eventually find your way back to the manor. It's pretty late when you do. And actually before Kipley, my beloved Kipley, go ahead and roll me a straight D20 if you can. You're gonna go ahead and roll for Vince.
Pwah.
17. Okay. That's a pretty chunky modifier to that. On your way back, as everyone's kind of like making the way over to the manor, after dealing with the docks, kind of just like getting everything in order, you see that Captain Amaril kind of like stops you real quick as you're leaving the docks and goes like, I just want to say again, thank you. I will be able to reach out to you via sending, of course, to get everything sorted out with all of the paperwork. But I do have to ask, is there any physical location that either I or I could send one of my men to go find you in case I need any of you? Will you be staying in town?
That's a very good question. I don't want to be presumptuous, but I think, well, assuming we don't, aren't murdered tonight, I think we're staying at the Dumbalas. I can't say the same for tomorrow, but...
Well, I hope you don't get murdered in your sleep. But the Dumbala estate, very well. As I mentioned previously, I know you're going through your own grieving processes and all that, but in case you do want me to file a name for the ship that is not the seal deal, please just let me know. And good luck with the Dumbalas. Just gives like a wry smile. And you all head on your way over. So it's around like 5 o'clock. The Dumbala estate. You finally reach it. And you can see that James is currently out cleaning.
and sees you all walks in and goes, right, I assume you guys are hungry from your travel. Can I get you anything before you go and meet with dear old Mr. and Mrs. In the well, and he kind of looks over to the left hall, and you can see, you guys know like the general layout of the estate by now. It leads to the upper section of the estate where there's the open roof where drakes and dragons normally land. Can I get you anything? Can get you some brunch, dinner.
What about your hardest liquor?
I can do that too, yeah. Well, I don't know if they're willing to offer you the actually, I don't know what the hardest is. I can take a look, yeah.
Yeah, find out for me, won't you?
I mean, sure. In case it's like actually deadly, I'll find you the second hardest liquor too.
I'm sure that's just fine.
All right. They're all back. Comes back a few months later. Comes back holding 2 bottles. One has a small dragon's tooth as like a little iconography on the front. And the other has a face with no like actual facial features, just 2 eyes, and there's tears coming down from the eyes on it, kind of like almost like those like old theater masks, but just completely expressionless, and just the 2 tears headed down each eye. Is right. I remember them saying this is not to drink from this one when I first got here, and this one I know is some strong shit. And he holds up the dragon tooth bottle, and the one he said that he was told not to drink from is the one with the 2 tears.
Well, that's unfortunate. The one with the tears is fitting of the mood, but just give me the one that won't kill me.
All right. Pours it out. It's whiskey.
Wait.
Pretty heavy shit. It is fabulous. It's a smoked whiskey, and it hits just the right spot. And he takes the other bottle away and goes, all right, in case you need anything else, let me know. Miss Tombola said that they'll be ready in about an hour, in case you guys want to head up around that time. Sorry for your loss again. Kind of feels weird saying that, considering I got forced into this job by Maeve. By the young miss. But yeah, I do kind of owe both her and you a little bit for not outright murdering me, like did the rest. So
No, yeah, that sounds.
Oh, sorry. Was that like an open? My apologies. I will say nothing and keep going.
No,
He just walks them up.
Fuck us.
Quickly makes his way down the hall. Yeah. Any last bit of RP that you guys would like to have before you head into the ritual?
Nah. Let's get her done.
Nah. Okay. All right. Y'all head on in. You make your way up to the top of the estate, where you can see there is 7 dragonels set up with saddles ready to go, and you can see that 5 of which are the same dragonels that you rode in with, and 2 additional dragonels. You see that Kira and Maeve's mother are on the other 2, and you can see sitting behind, sitting in front of Kira. You see someone that you haven't actually seen in a long time. as you see that Maeve's father is home and back,
Oh.
and is currently just kind of stoically looking off the side of the cliff, not making eye contact with any of you. But as you approach, you see he turns and just gives you all a little nod before turning back over on the saddle. For those of you who forgot what he looked like. Beep. Maeve's dad.
I don't remember us
You
meeting
met him in session 1.
Oh, session 1. Okay.
You guys didn't officially meet him, but you saw Maeve talking to him when she had her little emotional moment of him saying he was proud of her, but very subtly doing it because her grandfather was sitting right behind them and he didn't want him to find out.
He has pretty eyes.
He does. A very handsome yet pretty man.
Yeah, he pretty.
Yeah.
There are too many pretty
Everyone-
people in this.
Yeah, I know. Everyone. Like, Maeve just died. Dad shows up.
Ooh.
Oh, God, he's hot.
He shows up and just mogs us all at our
Hey,
table.
all I'm
that's
saying is Maeve's
hilarious.
dead, free real estate, you know? But as you all approach, you can see Ainsley kind of gives you all a smile and goes, "All right, dears. We're going to go to him. Oh, I don't know why I'm suddenly Irish. Fuck. We're going to go see her grandfather, and we're going to go visit his estate. That is where the body is being held. Please, if you will." And gestures towards the Dragonels.
Sheepishly climb up.
One by one, you make your way on to the Dragonels, and Kira and her Dragonel take off. Makes father take off, and the rest of you all follow. Dragonel's mostly doing most of the work, as they take this flying pattern basically every day. Head on over to a very quick flight. It's only about roughly like 10 minutes of kind of going around the mountainside, and you end up going a little bit down towards the northeastern side of the island, where you can see on a little outcropping that's kind of off to the like very edges of where the mountain ranges are in Paradise Peak. There's a small little looks to be a small little house on the mountain, and there's no stairs or nothing leading up to it. It is an isolated pillar of stone in the middle of the air. Very much like Minecraft, where you just build up and then break the bottom, and there's no way up. This is held up by kind of like a large pillar of stone, but there's no actual staircase, as the Dragonels all land on top in like kind of the large open area. You can see there's a few people gathered around. Some of which you recognize, some of which you don't. Some that you do recognize are, you do see there is 2 sponsors that you immediately recognize being there. One you see is Belle Estelle, the daughter of the Monarch of Dragons, also the one that Maeve wanted to join her vassalship, but was rejected. And you see there is also Nordstrom Fullbuster is also there. And standing behind it, excuse me, there's not 2, there's 3. And standing behind him, you also see Evelyn Kroll. 2 of which is you guys as sponsors. And as they see you arrive and land, you can see Nordstrom just kind of gives a nod towards you, Reese. And looking in your direction, Kipley, you just get the glare. Whoa, I figured over money or something. You just get the glare
of Evelyn, and she doesn't say anything, but you feel almost like a slight tug of both your physical body and your mind as almost you being summoned. She gives you a wry smile. All of which are dressed in black. You can see wearing either varying patterns of black dresses, gowns, and you can see Nordstrom is in a black lab coat. He doesn't really have formal wear. Yeah, on top of that, you do see there's a large number of common guard. Some of which you do recognize. Those of you who traveled into the city with Stefan, so that'd be Kipley. Kipley definitely recognized them. I think also Brigdis would have met him. Stefan, the guard that is stationed at the Northern Gate, also the one that you made him cry. Stefan is there. You can see there's a number of other common guard there as well. You can see that stating the obvious, Percy is there. He is currently kind of standing off to the side of everyone, just kind of looking off over the cliff, just kind of in his own world. You can also see that there's a small number of either like family friends or Maeve's friends that have gathered around there. You see Genevieve, her annoying neighbor, is there. And a whole bunch of other people. You watch as Maeve's grandfather kind of rings a small bell at the top of the estate, and everyone's attention kind of drifts up towards him and goes, "Those that were close to Maeve," looks towards some of you, specifically looks towards Kipley and Therese. "I will be gathering soon. Those who are closest and have the strongest bonds for the ritual. I ask only the closest, as there is a chance of failure, and I only want the best for my granddaughter. So if you feel you have something strong that you can offer, whether a word, prayer, some sort of either substance, offering, please make your way inside." And you see he opens the door to the top and enters. And everyone kind of immediately like, you see the entire crowd just kind of like relaxes and like kind of looks like everyone was holding their breath as he was talking. And they go back to like mingling amongst themselves. What do you guys do? Maeve's mom, Kira, and her father all immediately go inside as well.
Kipley's eyes kind of slowly drift towards Reese. She's kind of wide-eyed, like, was he really looking at us for that?
Reese kind of looks at her feet. I suppose. I don't know. I failed her already. I don't know if I can do it again.
All right. Hey, hey, Mammoth.
Hi.
Hey. I know I've been like taking things from you quite a bit lately, and I really don't want you to think, our friendship is just, giving and taking. But can I have that talisman back?
Yeah, I don't mind. I was gonna say you should take it anyway.
All right. Thank you for being so good.